Hey, he's got his headset in here. He's got his bike cam on somewhere. Don't be hating on Jim D'Lo. All right, Isaac Rosa, third baseman, ready for the first pitch from Simon Murphy. First pitch upstairs, and we are underway with a ball. Grand Forks, North Dakota, and Hammond, Indiana. Swing and a miss by Rosa, count even. 1 ball and 1 strike.
On deck, the first baseman, Liam Ochi.
I have some stats. Hammond, over 80,000 at the 2010 census. There's a swing and a miss by Rosa, behind 1 and 2 for Grand Forks. 2010 census, about 52,000. We welcome all of the listeners in Grand Forks, North Dakota that could not make it to Hammond for the tournament.
That pitch was just outside even, and it counted 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Here's one for the inner part of the plate. Strike 3. Down looking is Rosa.
I don't know what that call was, because that definitely was not a strike.
It tastes like chicken now.
Yeah, it does.
Simon Murphy, first strikeout. Here's a grounder up the middle through the glove of the second baseman, Bowden. Single for Liam Ochi. Sweet swinging first pitch right there.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Rigo Martinez.
A right-handed hitter has a runner on first base with 1 out in the top of the first of a scoreless ball game. 211 to left field, center field 230, and right field 212. First pitch, fouled out of play down the first base side. Somebody's going to have a chance for a souvenir over there.
I don't think anybody saw where it landed.
They were listening to you, Rick. Here's one that gets away from the catcher. Pass ball. Going to second. Standing up is Ochi. Runner in scoring position here for the Hammond Optimist squad. It's always good to get an early lead.
1 ball, 1 strike on Martinez.
Hits a high one behind home plate. That one's going to be on to the roof of the broadcast booth, and Superfan was in the premise. So a 1 and 2 count now to Rigo Martinez. On deck is Randall Perrin,
the extra hitter.
Here's a ball hit to the right side. Advancing to third is Ochi, and out is Rigo Martinez. If you're going to make the out, at least advance the runner, and that's what Rigo Martinez did.
So we got the first run of the game 60 feet from home plate.
Randall Perrin. If you're new to the Cal Ripken games, 12 and under, 6 innings, the 60-foot game. First pitch is a strike to Perrin from Simon Murphy. 0-1 count. Make it an 0-2 count.
What do you have, a 9-iron or a sand wedge to hit that one with? That thing rolled in.
0-2 count. Here's one hit to the right side, fouled out of play. Count stays at 0-2.
And the runner goes back to third base.
Now Murphy back on the mound. Outside, 1-2 count. That looked like the same pitch that rung up Rosa earlier.
That's what I thought too. All you can ask of an umpire is be consistent.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a big swing by Perrin down the first base side, running out of room. That's going to drop in. A lucky fan gets a souvenir. Do you think Cal Ripken signed all of these baseballs?
That's a good question. He might have, but I don't think he did when he was playing.
1-2 count. 2 outs, runner on third for Hammond. The pitch runs high from Simon Murphy. Count even. Good eye by Perrin at the plate.
Daniel Villarreal on deck.
Even count. Perrin waits back now for the pitch for Murphy. There's the pitch. This one's got a chance. This one's back at center field, and it's out of here. Looking back up at it is Murphy in center, and Perrin raises the roof as he has brought 2 runs in for Hammond. Just like that. Straight ahead to center field, just missed hitting the sign that says Mayor Thomas McDermott Jr. And everybody out of the dugout for a celebration for Randall Perrin. Hey, Rick, right here next to his name, what's his position?
Extra hitter.
And what'd he do?
He hit it out of the park on a high fastball.
That's how you get it started right there. And now it's going to be Daniel Villarreal. Tough act to follow. The Hammond faithful are rocking right now. Coach Mayer out high-fiving all the players. Simon Murphy back, trying to keep his composure after getting rocked for a 2-run shot early on. Swinging a miss by Villarreal. Behind, no balls and a strike.
On deck, Nino Barbosa.
Late cut by Villarreal. He's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 count. Fastball runs upstairs for the first ball. 1-2 count. One and two count. Here's one down. Left on. That's a moonshot, and that's onto the street. River Drive gets his first home run of the tournament. A solo shot by Daniel Villarreal, and the Lumber smoking hot right here for the Hammond Optimist Club, and everybody out of the dugout again. Welcome to Hammond, Grand Forks.
Brings up the second baseman, Nino Barbosa. 2 outs here in the first. Hammond with a quick 3-0 lead.
Coach Mayer brings out a couple extra balls to the umpires.
Barbosa goes down and gets some information from the third base coach, Hatfield.
Here comes Santino Barbosa. Just received confirmation that that ball bounced on the street of River Drive and actually went into the river.
That's a poke.
First pitch, Martinez hits it into the gap in right center. It's going to drop. He's rounding first. He's thinking 2. It can be a play at second, and he slides in there. Santino Barbosa, 2-out double.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Rafael Rios.
Meeting on the mound, Coach Stroh out there talking things over with Simon Murphy.
He's got the whole infield in.
Tipping his pitches.
Jeff Hatfield talking to Barbosa.
Timeout on the action here. 3 runs coming in.
Now Jack Smith goes over to talk to Hatfield and Barbosa. They're making plans for dinner tonight.
What do we have for dinner?
We had pizza from Aurelio's.
Aurelio's official sponsor of this tournament. Great pizza they make, don't they?
Everybody back in position now. We're ready to continue playing baseball.
Rafael Rios, no relation to Alex Rios.
He of the traded.
First pitch from Murphy. Strike 1, and now the catcher Johnson's going to look. Barbosa back to the bag. All 3 runs coming with 2 outs. Fouled off the end of the bat. Down to the Optimist dugout. First base side.
Quickly 0-2 to Rios. On deck, the right fielder, Jacob Smith.
0-2 count. That one bounces, going to third. Standing up is Barbosa. It's a wild pitch.
Another one gets by the catcher like that, he'll be home. Deep backstop here at Optimist Park.
1-2 count to Rafael Rios. Good eye, takes one just below the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's going to retire the side. One stranded. Puts the home crowd on their feet. 3 runs come across. A 2-run homer from Randall Perrin and a solo shot by Daniel Villarreal. Down on strikes is Rios. That's the end of the top of the first. Back in 30 seconds on WJOB 1230, WJOB1230.com, and regionsports.com. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in 30 seconds.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Oh, look at me. I'm just rooted like a tree here.
Welcome back to Hammond Optimist Sports Complex. Ryan Walsh and Rick Monsell. 3 runs come across for the host team. The Hammond Optimist Bulldogs with 3-0 Hammond over Grand Forks, North Dakota. Here on Friday night, opening night. Great ceremony put on by Optimist group in the city of Hammond. This is game 4, the last of the night. Many more games to come on WJOB1230.com and regionsports.com.
I heard a rumor they're just going to replay all the games from today after we're done with this one and just keep going around the clock.
All right. Leading off for Grand Forks is Brandon Holt, the right fielder. Pitching for Hammond tonight is Rigo Martinez. His first baseman is Liam Ochi. His second baseman is Santino Barbosa. Shortstop is Cameron Hatfield. Third base is Isaac Rosa. Left field is Javon Morris. Center field, Rafael Rios. Right field is Jacob Smith. And his catcher, Daniel Villarreal. First pitch. Bounces low for ball 1.
Third baseman playing on the grass. Holt, a left-hander.
Big cut late is Holt. 1-1 count. Right-handed pitcher Rigo Martinez winds up, fires. Here's one bunted and a souvenir to a lucky fan. No, unlucky fan because it went right through his hands.
And into the corn booth. So you buy a near a corn, you get a baseball with it.
One and 2 count. Outside corner, generous. And strike 3. Down looking is Brandon Holt.
I didn't think that Holt was as tall as Superfan.
Superfan about 6'8", hanging out on the roof tonight. Royal blue foam finger, but I think he had to go get some spray paint since both teams are wearing royal blue.
Right.
Here's one hit right to short by Cole Hansen for the second out.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Parker Spro.
Third baseman, Parker Stroh. Look a little thirsty, Rick.
I had some pop.
Got pepper, right?
Yep.
First pitch Swinging is Parker's throw, and he misses that one. Steps out of the batter's box.
On deck, the center fielder, Zach Murphy.
2 outs, nobody on base for Grand Forks, North Dakota. In the bottom of the first, they trail 3-0. Here's one to the back screen.
Curveball got a little bit inside.
1-1 count.
Nobody on base, no harm though. Here's the North Township dial-a-ride bus.
That pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Now to Parker's throw. North Township trustee Frank J. Mervan, the North Township dial-a-ride, busting people all over Hammond and Munster, get them to these ball games. Fastball from Martinez blown by Stroh. Count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Stroh just couldn't catch up with that one. It was about the same pitch that went to Perrin that he put over center field.
There's a foul tip. Stroh staying alive.
Your favorite song.
Fiji Fever was in the Chicago area last week.
Tom and I tried to get tickets, but we couldn't. And then we found out they didn't have nachos at the concession stand.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Parker Stroh, the third baseman, looking to give his pitcher a little bit of a break. He swings through that one. It goes to the backstop. Didn't make an attempt to go to first base. Down on strikes is Parker Stroh. Down is Grand Forks. In the bottom of the first inning, at the end of the first inning, it is Hammond, Indiana 3, Grand Forks, North Dakota nothing. Back in 1 minute with the top of the second on AM 1230 WJOB and regionsports.com.
The Times Media Company is your source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to the Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want. Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game love and non-striking passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
From Hammond Optimus Park in Hammond, Indiana. Welcome to the heartland of America, this beautiful country we call the United States of America and Indiana. 25 miles outside of Chicago. Thanks to our producer tonight, Larry Kalman, spinning the dials, getting us grooving.
Nice segue, Larry.
Jacob Smith, the right fielder, hits one on the left side, gloved by the third baseman. Stroh over to first. Out is Smith on 1 pitch. And, you know, in the break, we heard the spot for Aurelio's, and I can confirm they're here. I had a couple pieces right in. It was Aurelio's Pizza.
Yes, it was.
Had to test it out a couple times to make sure that it was theirs, but it is Aurelio's.
That brings up the left fielder, Javon Morris.
Javon Morris, right-handed hitter. First pitch, strike 1. One out, nobody on base in the top of the second inning. 3-0 Hammond, Indiana leads. Now the count is 1-1. That bounces into the left-handed batter's box. Here's one hit up to the second baseman. Calls off his first baseman. That's Vaden. Makes the catch. And now here comes Cameron Hatfield. Cameron Hatfield. Put up a blunt attempt and misses that one. It was a high pitch. Here's one looped in the shell center. Going to drop for a single for Cameron Hatfield of Hammond, Indiana.
That'll bring up the top of the order, and the third baseman, Isaac Rosa, struck out looking on a questionable call his first time at the plate.
All 3 runs in the top of the first for Hammond, Indiana were with 2 outs. That one bounces. Good stop by the catcher, Johnson. 1-0 count to the left-handed hitter. Here's a swing. This one's hit on to the right side to the second baseman. Loudon stays back on it. Off the top to him. Throws to first. Side retired. Back in 30 seconds on WJOB 1230 and RegionSports.com with bottom and second. Hammond, Indiana 3. Grand Forks, North Dakota 0.
Who's ready for a Polish? Big Frank Sausage has done it again. We just added our new chicken sandwich, the Kura. Over a half a pound of grilled chicken breast. This is juicy and delicious. Swing over today and try our new outstanding product. We also just added mini pierogi. These are called ushka, filled with chicken or beef. These are great little snacks to watch the games with. Don't forget, Big Frank's is open now 7 days a week and available for catering, holiday, or group specials. Our phone number is 219-378-9556. We are located 1/4 mile west of the South Shore Station, 1417 Carroll Street in Roxana. Smacznego I na zdrowie.
Welcome back to Hammond, Indiana, the Optimist Sports Complex. 1245 River Drive for the hosts of the 12 and under Cal Ripken tournament for 2013. Ryan Walsh and Rick Mossel. Game 4 of 4 for day number 1. Honolulu, Hawaii, Kingsbridge, New York, and South Lexington, Kentucky are the winners of the first 3 games. The Hammond Optimist host team here up 3-0 as you go to the bottom of the second. Zach Murphy, the center fielder, will lead off for Grand Forks, North Dakota. The motto for Grand Forks, North Dakota, a place that's excellent. Mayor Michael Brown is proud of his team for getting out here to Hammond, Indiana. The righty versus righty matchup. Curveball, strike 1. Not much that Zach Murphy could have done with that one.
No, that buckled his knees.
Swing through a fastball. Murphy behind quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. I wonder if Jim Delo, owner of WJOB and Conservation Mike, picked up that ball yet in the river.
I'm sure they're swimming looking for it.
Maybe Pat Renwick is.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Murphy.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's one hit on the ground is short. Here's a bobble at first. Safe at first is Murphy. Error on the shortstop. Hatfield.
That'll bring up the first baseman,
Kobe Tweeten.
Nobody out, runner on first here in the bottom of the second.
First pitch sweeps away for a ball. 1-0 count.
On deck, the catcher, Caleb Johnson.
Pretty cool. A lot of the other teams are still here. Crown Point's watching. Kingsbridge watching. Here's a jammer. Rolls up to the grass. Out at first, and a close play is Tweeten. And a throw to second. And they almost get Murphy napping. Safe at second is Murphy, so a runner at second with 1 out. And here comes Caleb Johnson, the catcher.
As you were just reiterating, there is still a good crowd out here, and a lot of the other teams are still here. And a few orange shirts.
miss on the first pitch. Rigo Martinez in front.
On deck, the left fielder, Will Eagleson.
There's a low strike. This one is at the knees.
Nice pitch by Martinez.
Pitcher strike right there. Caleb Johnson behind. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on second in the bottom of the second. Here's one hit to the right side. Foul ball.
Souvenir for some lucky fan in the upper deck.
Count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Good job by the catcher, Villareal, keeping that one in front of him. That was away.
That was a very nice play by the catcher. Like I stated earlier, there's a big backstop back here, so he's got to keep everything in front of him. Anything by him, they're getting at least 1 and possibly 2.
And Martinez gets Johnson to chase a high one. 3rd strikeout of the night for Rigo Martinez. And here comes Landon Hagenson with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position at second base, Zach Murphy. First pitch, the fastball runs in and Hagenson just jams it to the backstop. Here's another foul ball.
Count 0-2 on the left fielder, Will Eagleson. On deck, the extra hitter, Landon Hagenson. Ball's up for a ball.
One and 2 count. Now we're looking at the runner on second as the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rigo Martinez looking to get out of the jam. Gets Eagleson to chase one out of the zone for strike 3 through 2 innings pitched. Rigo Martinez has 4 strikeouts for Hammond, Indiana. At the end of 2, it is Hammond, Indiana 3, Grand Forks, North Dakota 0. Back in 1 minute on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
Take the color Crouching Tiger 4022 to cherish every day.
I do.
And Crouching Tiger 4022, do you take Haley's wall for as long as you match her decor?
I do.
You may now check out.
Find your soul paint at Ace. Choose from a wide selection of colors from Benjamin Moore and Clark in Kensington. At Ace, the helpful place.
Visit Gus Bach Ace Hardware in their 3 locations, Lansing, Dyer, and Munster, serving the region since 1896.
Recently, there's been a major push to buy local, and we couldn't agree more. Hi, I'm Taylor Micka from Micka Cabinets. Whether it's a single cabinet replacement to a full kitchen remodel, Micka Cabinets is there with your needs. So why pay more at a big box store? Micka Cabinets can provide you with better quality and price with the best experience. Celebrating 20 years, Micka Cabinets promotes buying local, our community, and the best service. We're open Monday through Friday and by appointment on evenings and weekends. So stop by our showroom at 8328 Kennedy Avenue in Highland or call us at 219-838-5450.
Top of the 3rd inning and game 4 on day 1 of the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series tournament. Ryan Walsh and Rick Mouse was on the call for Hammond, Indiana and Grand Forks, North Dakota. Liam Ochi comes into the batter's box. First pitch swinging, line shot right to the shortstop. Hansen makes the catch.
He singled up the middle his first time up. That'll bring up the pitcher, Rigo Martinez.
Starting to get darker here. The lights taking full effect. The righty waiting on Rigo Martinez. There's one.
I got it.
Onto the roof of the broadcast booth.
Couldn't get the net out there quick enough.
No balls and a strike. Nobody on base for Hammond, Indiana. Here's a pitch that misses just low. 1-1 count.
Randall Perrin on deck.
Here's a grounder to short. Good pickup by Hansen. Out at first is Martinez. And now Randall Perrin comes into the batter's box. Brought 2 runs in his first appearance. A home run straight to center field.
On deck, Daniel Villarreal.
It's a high bouncer. Good scoop by the second baseman. Vaden throws the first out in a bang-bang play is Randall Perrin, and their side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Back in 30 seconds with the bottom of the third inning. Hammond, Indiana leads 3-0 over Grand Forks, North Dakota on WJOB 1230 and RegionSports.com.
The town of Griffith is excited to present the Rock and Rail Music and Street Festival, August 30th through September 1st. 32 hours of music in 3 days. The hours are Friday 4 p.m. till midnight, Saturday 11 a.m. till midnight, and Sunday 1 p.m. till midnight. Located in downtown Griffith on Broad Street, this festival has something for everyone. Live music and beer garden, delicious food vendors, arts and crafts, 5K run on Saturday, kids fun zone, and a car show on Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. Don't miss Griffith's 5th annual Rock and Rail Music and Street Festival this Labor Day weekend.
We are just about set for the bottom of the third inning between Hammond, Indiana and Grand Forks, North Dakota. Full crowd tonight for game number 4 on day 1 of this marathon of a tournament for the 12-year-olds.
3 runs on 5 hits and no errors for the visiting Hammond Bulldogs. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Hammond had 1 error, I'm sorry. 3-5-1-0-0-0 for North Grand Forks.
Landon Hoganson will come to at the batter's box. I want to say thank you to Paul Mulaney of the NWI Times for getting all the pronunciations for all of the teams, the players and the coaches for us for our broadcast. Rigo Martinez back on the mound. First pitch dealing strikes tonight, and that pitch is a strike.
Zach Vaden on deck, second baseman.
Foul tip actually hits the umpire. He's all right. He's a tough guy.
Yes, he is. Probably was a catcher growing up.
Oh, 0-2 count. Hoganson behind. It's a foul ball off the back screen. Waiting on Martinez is Hoganson. And Martinez gets him to chase one out of the zone. 5 strikeouts now for Rigo Martinez.
5 strikeouts out of 7 outs.
Zach Vaden comes into the batter's box.
Second baseman.
Made a great play to end the inning.
Yes, he did. On deck's the pitcher, Simon Murphy.
First pitch, foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Villarreal. One out. Nobody on base. There's a foul ball off the back fence. You're okay, Rick. You're okay.
I'm okay. I can come back up from under the counter?
Yes.
Okay.
Had to make sure everything was clear with Superfan.
He's on the roof waving his foam finger.
He stopped twice to let us know that you're all right. And there is a very generous strike, and out is Vaden. looking. 2 outs. And here comes Simon Murphy. Simon Murphy's into the batter's box for the first time.
And then it'll be the top of the order.
First pitch. Martinez blows a fastball by Murphy. One attempt. Did not get the bat back, and that's a strike. 0-2 count.
Martinez is in a groove.
He heard the Bee Gees. That one runs upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's the 10th pitch of this inning for Martinez.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch just above the strike zone for Murphy, so he's still alive in this inning. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fans on that pitch from Martinez. Strike 3, and that is the end of the 3rd inning. We're halfway through with the score. Hammond, Indiana, 3. Grand Forks, North Dakota, 0. Back in 90 seconds as we have a timeout on the field for maintenance and some irrigation setup. Back to Larry Kalman in the studios.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
Hi, Rich from Alsop Nursery in St. John here to remind you to think outside the box store and shop at your locally owned Best of the Northwest Indiana Region Garden Center.
Alsop Home and Nursery, the best of every season.
In Frankfort on LaGrange Road in St. John on Route 41. See their weekly circular at alsopnursery.com.
Synergy Oasis, the center for mind, body, and soul, offers a unique experience in mind-body healing and relaxation. Dr. Susan Bova's innovative approach to mind-body healing integrates energy medicine, hypnotherapy, and intuitive counseling tailored specifically to your needs. Call for an appointment today, 708-341-2456, or visit synergyoasis.com. Mention WJOB and receive $30 off your first visit. Synergy Oasis and Dr. Susan Bova. Experience your best today.
Top of the 4th inning almost about to begin. Just finishing up right now on the field is the event staff. And Rick, they actually thought you were event staff. We're wearing the bright orange shirts. And I said, hey, Rick Mossels is my color commentator tonight. You cannot take him away.
I had some guy ask me a question down on the concourse, and I thought about giving him a line, but I directed him to somebody that would know.
Yes. He's Rick Mossels. I am Ryan Walsh. Happy to be with you on this beautiful Friday night in Hammond, Indiana. Optimist Sports Complex, the host of the 2013 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series. Hammond, Indiana up 3-0 over Grand Forks, North Dakota. Back out on the mound is Simon Murphy.
And leading off for the Bulldogs will be the catcher, Daniel Villarreal. Hit a home run onto the street, 1 bounce into the little Cal.
He sent WJOB Morning Show host Jim Deeslow up the river with a canoe looking for that home run ball.
With Conservation Mike in tow. And Renwick ran home to get the bass boat. I don't know if he's putting it in the river or what.
Murphy and Villarreal. Take 2. First pitch is a ball out of the zone. 1-0 count. Foul tip to the back screen.
1 ball and 1 strike. On deck, the second baseman, Nino Barbosa.
1-1 now. Murphy winds up. Here's one hit over the video crew of Go Hammond.
And a very fine catch by the young lady in the souvenir booth over here.
She's looking for Cal Ripken to sign it, but he's not around right now. He's busy.
I think he's in the parking lot directing traffic.
He does it all for the sermon, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think she just asked Janet Finez to sign that ball.
Councilwoman at large, she is over there, and there's the Sharpie. Is it better to sign the ball with a Sharpie or a pen?
It all depends what kind of ball you're signing.
Basketball.
That's a Sharpie.
The payoff pitch. Take your base, Mr. Villarreal. That's ball 4, walk.
Brings up Nino Barbosa, the second baseman, doubled to right center his last time up. Actually, legged out the double, hustling around the bases. Wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt here.
Here is a bunt. Go to first. Nobody covers.
Nobody at third either.
Nobody at third either, and we have runners at first and third.
Well, first and second, he got over there in time.
Yeah, I got confused again with the white pants and the gray pants because I just saw a guy running around second.
Right.
Everybody's safe.
Base hit on the play.
I need to see a new doctor for my eyes, I guess.
Brings up Rafi Rios, center fielder. 2 men on, nobody out here in the top of the 4th.
For Rafael Rios, struck out first plate appearance. Has a big opportunity to blow this one open as runners on first and second. Wind blowing out tonight. Here's a grounder up the middle to short, throw to third, out. So a fielder's choice. Out is Villarreal, the lead runner.
6-5. That brings up the right fielder, Jacob Smith. He grounded out to third his first time up.
Left-handed hitter.
Morris requests a new baseball. Umpire obliges.
Jacob Smith has runners on first and second. Here's the bunt. Great placement right between the catcher and
nobody covers any of the bases again.
A breakdown in fundamentals for Grand Forks, North Dakota, and now the bags are juiced.
I was just going to say, too, when Smith came up, he's a left-hander. Wouldn't be surprised to see him put one down.
I guess I shouldn't say the bags are juiced. There's no HGH or steroids here.
That's right.
Bags are loaded. I'm just going to have to get that one out of my baseball. You know, I wrote that down in one of my lists of vocab words, and juices going out of there. And now Javon Morris takes first pitch for a strike.
Popped out the second his first time up.
There's a hit to center field. Left center is going to drop 1 run in. And now a second run is going to be waved in. And it's 5-0. Javon Morris gets the high five from his coaching staff. The Optimus Bulldogs are barking and biting right now. Enter at your own risk.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Cameron Hatfield, single to center his first time up. We got timeout on the field. Here comes, I believe, a pitching change.
So 1 RBI given to Javon Morris, and they're going to give an E7. So error on that play. 5-0, 2 runs in this top of the 4th for the Optimus Bulldogs. 3 came in the first. Coach Stroh and out there talking things over. The manager, Rob Hansen, and other coaches, Sean Vadden. Murphy's still going to be on the mound.
Cameron Hatfield now up the shortstop.
Here's a bunt, and there's going to be somebody covering third. And the throw gets away. 1 run in. And the runners advance. Throwing error. And it's 6-0.
We'll call that a sacrifice.
Short. 6-0. 1 out. Hammond still batting. Top of the order for Isaac Rosa. 0 for 2.
With a strikeout looking and a ground out to second base.
Runners on second and third. Rosa fouls it off the back fence.
Liam Ochi on deck.
1-1 count. Here's one hit right to the shortstop. Good trap. Throws to home. Got a man caught between home and third. And going to be a play at home. And they don't get the tag down. Sliding home safely is Javon Morris. Everybody safe. Rosa's at second. And Hatfield's at third. Liam Ochi comes to the batter's box. Runners on second and third. Here comes a bunt. They're going to try another bunt. And the pitcher calls off. And Murphy doesn't throw it anywhere. He just throws a couple fakes. And the bases are loaded.
For Rigo Martinez, the pitcher, 0 for 2 so far this evening. He can really help his own cause here.
Grand Forks, North Dakota. The fundamentals are breaking down on them.
Out the window.
That was you sticking your head out the window. But it's cooled off here.
Yes, it has. Wind running through my hair.
First pitch swinging is Rigo Martinez. Going to pop onto the netting over our heads.
Can I get up?
No. Entry denied by Superfan.
Okay.
0-1 count. Only 1 out. Bases loaded. Good trap by the catcher, Johnson.
Nice play. Grand Forks has the infield drawn in on the infield grass.
Ball 2. Murphy frustrated right now.
1 out here in the top of the 4th with the bases loaded, and Hammond with a 7-0 lead.
Hitters count. That one actually hits Murphy on the leg. He gets away from it. He's okay. 1 run in. 2 runs in. Can be a play at the plate. And out. So 1 run in.
A beautiful throw by the center fielder, Zach Murphy.
Out is Isaac Rosa. I didn't think the center fielder was going to have a chance at that. So a strong throw cuts Rosa down at the plate, and now another meeting on the mound. And that's going to be it for Simon Murphy. A tough night for Murphy. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll take a 30-second timeout here on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com. In the top of the 4th inning, it's 8-0. Hammond Optimist from Hammond, Indiana, leading over Grand Forks, North Dakota. Back in 30 seconds on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
Region Pools is proud to be a partner in bringing you the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series right here in Hammond, Indiana. Region Pools has been servicing swimming pools in Northwest Indiana since 1999. Take a break this fall and let Region Pools do the work for you. With closing starting at $150, it's an affordable way to ensure your equipment is protected and your pool will be ready next spring. Give us a call at 219-852-0809 for more information and schedule your appointment today. Region Pools.
Change gone into effect. Logan Hagenson will pitch here on out for Grand Forks, North Dakota. And out is Simon Murphy. Grand Forks down 8-0 here on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com. Ryan Walsh with Rick Mossel. Game 4 of this 25-game tournament. Honolulu picked up the win in game number 1. Game number 2 went to Kingsbridge, New York, and game 3 went to South Lexington, Kentucky. Landon Hoganson, the righty, pitching in relief. Hammond has runners on second and third with 2 outs.
We've got a pinch runner at third base.
Edgar Gallegos.
Yep.
And at the plate is Randall Barron, 1-2. Has 2 RBIs, hit a 2-run homer. Oh, 1 count. Barron swings through a fastball, quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. So Logan Hagenson comes out of the bullpen and he's throwing flames here. Runners on second and third. 5 runs in this inning for Hammond. No more runs will come through as Barron swings for that pitch. That retires the side with 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with Hammond, Indiana out in front 8-0 over Grand Forks, North Dakota. Back in 1 minute on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
Quick, think of a major baseball team whose players love the game, never go on strike, and exhibit pure, unbridled passion on the field. That's probably hard to do unless you're talking Little League. And some of the best 12-year-old game-loving, non-striking, passionate players in the country are coming to Hammond, Indiana, August 9th through 16th for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. And Aurelio's Pizza will be there as the official pizza.
If you've been arrested or convicted of a crime in the state of Indiana, listen up. We have a way to remove that arrest or that conviction from your permanent record. Yes, you heard that right. No more criminal record. Imagine eliminating the embarrassment of telling employers or your child's school that you've been convicted. I'm Nicole Bennett, a former Lake County prosecutor. I know the system, and I know how to get this done. Call me at Westland, Kramer, and Bennett at 219-440-7550. Again, 219-440-7550.
Top of the order we go for Grand Forks, North Dakota. They need some runs. Down 8-0 to Hammond, Indiana. Grand Forks, North Dakota. It'll be Brandon Holt, 0 for 1, struck out against Rigo Martinez in his first plate appearance
on a questionable call.
Join us tomorrow on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com beginning at 10 o'clock. There'll be 4 games tomorrow, and there'll be 4 games on Sunday as well. Starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow. At 10 o'clock, 12:33 and 5:30. Foul ball by Holt, hit down the third base side.
Time's the first one on Sunday, 1.
What's that?
The first game on Sunday.
First game on Sunday is at 12:30.
2 balls and a strike to Holt.
Sunday is 12:30, 3, 5:30, and 8. Luckily for me, I have no curfew this summer. There's one hit down the third base side, just foul.
Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Had to do some chores for that. No curfew. I can stay as late as these games go, Rick.
So can I. A little bit outside.
Because Jed said, get out of bed with Jed 5:30 in the morning on Jed's Region on WJOB 1230.
That's a good reason, Jed said.
Here's one hit between the shortstop and third baseman in the hole by Brandon Holt.
First hit of the game for Grand Forks. Who's playing third base for Hammond?
Third base for Hammond is Isaac Rosa.
Okay.
Martinez winds up and hits Cole Hansen, and that one drops him really good, and he is in some pain. So going to first is Cole Hansen, and it looks like he'll be okay. The runners on first and second. Good sportsmanship. A couple of the kids for Hammond came out of the dugout to see how he is doing.
That is not what Martinez wanted to do.
No. And right now, Coach Mayer comes out, talks to all of his players. A little powwow on the mound. I think they're just going to give some extra time to Cole Hansen. Let's thank some of our friends that helped make this sermon possible on WJOB 1230. I want to say thanks to the WJOB staff, to the owners Jim and Alexis Vasco-Cedlo, General Manager Debbie Wargo, Director of Operations Jen Forright, Production Manager Rick Kubik, Sales Manager Pat Renwick, Webmaster Gene. Our producer tonight is Larry Kyleman. Earlier is Ron Harlow producing. I want to say thanks to our broadcasters earlier today, Sam Sapita, Joe O'Rourke, Wayne Micka, and Mike Zajac.
Randall Perrin comes in to play first base for the Bulldogs. And up to bat for Grand Forks will be the third baseman, Parker Stroh, 0 for 1 so far this evening.
Runners on first and second, and first time tonight that the Grand Forks North Dakota team has really had something to cheer about, getting a couple guys on base. Parker Stroh, third baseman, 0 for 1.
Thinking a bunt down the third baseline.
He swings, and it's going to be hit too short. It's going to be a chance for double play. Out at second, but a bobble by Barbosa at second, so they only get one out. So the lead runner is safe at third. Fielder's choice.
Brings up the center fielder, Zach Murphy. Beautiful throw to home plate in the top half of the inning, gunned down. The base runner, Isaac Rosa, at home plate.
First pitch. That backs him off the plate. One ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. 8-0. Hammond leads, and here's a hit by pitch. And Martinez hits the second batter of the inning. This one, Zach Murphy. And Martinez comes down to make sure that Murphy's okay.
That will load the bases with one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next will be Cody Tweeten.
He bounced out to the pitcher his first time up. Grand Forks has something going on here. Bases loaded, one out in the bottom of the fourth.
One hit over the fence, cuts the lead in half.
Trailing 8-0. And Ryan, you are correct. One over the fence, cuts the lead in half.
Wind's been blowing out today.
A prevailing wind.
Rigo Martinez gets a little bit of a break. Has one out. As bases loaded for Grand Forks, North Dakota. And now here comes Cody Sweeten. As you mentioned, Rick, he bounced out in his first at-bat. We do want to say hello to all of those that are listening in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
First pitch in there, a strike.
Doyle Godbolt, the Optimist Group Executive Committee Chairman, sent out a release to all of the teams that will have all the games on WJOB 1230. So want to welcome all of our listeners all across the country. Here's a rope shot hit into the netting on top.
Quickly 0-2 to Tweeten.
No balls and 2 strikes.
On deck, the catcher, Caleb Johnson.
Check swing, ring him up. Down on strikes is Cody Tweeten.
He knew it too. Brings up Caleb Johnson, the catcher. 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
8 strikeouts on the night for Rigo Martinez.
8 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitch, and 1 hit.
Caleb Johnson, the catcher, swings through the first pitch fastball. Oh, and 1 count. This one is inside. 1-1 count. That woke up Johnson.
Nice play by Villarreal behind the plate to keep that one from going to the backstop.
1 ball and 1 strike. Out on the edge of the plate. Black painting right there. 1-2 count. So Grand Forks, North Dakota they have the bases loaded. They're down 8 runs. This is a big pitch right here from Rigo Martinez. Fastball upstairs. 2-2 count.
Wasted it. Wanted to see if he could get him fishing. Let's look for one of those fastballs painting the outside corner here again.
The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. Johnson waves at that one. 9 strikeouts through 4 innings for Rigo Martinez. Does not let the hit by pitches and hit phase him. That's the end of the 4th inning. At the end of 4, it is 8-0. Hammond, Indiana, leading Grand Forks, North Dakota. Back in 1 minute on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
Source for local news coverage. Staying up to date on community news isn't hard with our variety of print, mobile, and online platforms. Subscribe to the Times, surf NWI.com, or download our mobile app today. The Northwest Indiana Times, news you need any way you want.
Yo, lady, it's time to lose that muffin top.
Hey guys, that beer gut's gotta go.
Make a change in your life and sign up at World Gym, located in the Highland Plaza off Indianapolis Boulevard. Memberships are only $19.99 per month with no contract. Call World Gym 838-3481 or stop in and see what our facility has to offer. The only thing you have to lose is weight.
Looking good.
Softball for the 5th inning on WJOB 1230. Ryan Walsh, Rick Mossel from Hammond, Indiana, at the Optimist Sports Complex in Hammond, Indiana. The Hammond Optimist Bulldogs are in front, 8-0 over Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Landon Hoganson stays on to pitch for Grand Forks. He threw a 1/3 of an inning in the 4th and struck out the only man he faced. 8-0 here after 4 complete innings of play.
If you are new to listening to baseball, 6 innings for the 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series. A lot of fun so far.
It's been a very entertaining day, and it's only the first day.
21 more games to go after this one. Can you dig it? Daniel Villarreal comes to the batter's box.
Villarreal, 1 for 1 with a home run, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch in there for a strike.
the righty on the mound. Here's a grounder too short. Hanson scoops it up, throws to first, and out in maybe just a half a step is Villarreal.
That brings up second baseman Nino Barbosa. 2 for 2 with a double and a run scored.
One out. Nobody on base. Infielders in at first and third for Barbosa. First pitch taken for a strike. How many bunts in a row did Hammond do last inning?
I want to say 4.
So they're watching Barbosa.
No, make it 5.
Here's one off the end of the bat. Rolls up to the pitcher. Hoganson throws to first. Out is Barbosa. Rafael Rios comes to the batter's box.
He's 0 for 2 with the run scored.
All in one count. There's a knee buckler, dropped just low below the zone.
Even the count of the ball and a strike.
Fastball high. 2-1 count.
On deck, Jacob Smith.
Curveball catches inner part of the plate for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Hankinson has not allowed a runner so far. Here is one in the dirt. 3-2 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Ball 4. We have a pinch hitter for Jacob Smith, and that's Tommy McDermott. Timeout on the field called as Coach Mayer makes that change officially.
2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
I see a lot of people carrying clipboards around, managers and coaches. Where's your clipboard at?
Right here.
Doesn't leave home without it.
Nope. It's got all the important information on it.
There is a wild throw to first. Going to second now will be Rios. Here's another wild throw, but Rios is held at second. As you said earlier, fundamentals have let down this Grand Forks team.
The third error of the evening.
1-1 count to Tommy McDermott. Infield playing in at third and first. The lefty takes a ball, go to third, no throw. Stolen base by Rafael Rios. You can hear some Roadrunner music out there at the ballpark. Rick, they're playing your music. You were the quickest one just a few days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago when I weighed 130 pounds. That was more than a few days ago.
Coach Smith yells some words of encouragement down to Tommy McDermott in the batter's box. 1-2 count. Swings at one and inside. Strike 3. And down on strikes is Tommy McDermott. That's going to retire the side. 1 stranded. Bottom of the fifth coming up in 30 seconds, with the score being Hammond, Indiana 8, Grand Forks, North Dakota 0 on WJOB 1230 and RegionSports.com.
Courtyard by Marriott Hammond, where 8094 meets Kennedy Avenue, located next to Cracker Barrel, is the host hotel to Babe Ruth Cal Ripken. Their new bistro, Eat, Drink, Connect, offers breakfast and dinner daily, along with a full bar and 24-hour Starbucks. When searching for that ideal location for your next meeting, up to 80 people, contact their sales team at 219-228-3064. Make it a new day at Courtyard by Marriott.
Ryan Walsh, Rick Moss will welcome you back to Hammond Optimist Complex in Hammond, Indiana for the 2013 Cal Ripken World Series for 12 and under kids. A lot of fun today, and we're just getting going. Many more games to come. 25-game tournament. 4 today, 4 tomorrow, 4 Sunday. And many more on the rest. If you want to look at the schedule, check out WJOB1230.com. Just click on the link for the sports schedule. Just a few weeks away from high school football and NFL football and college football on WJOB. Back out is Regal Martinez for Will Eagleson. First pitch spikes it for ball 1. 1-0 count. Swings that one inside. Count even between Martinez and Eagleson. Here's one hit on the right side. The second coming in is Barbosa. Throws the first. Out is Eagleson.
That'll bring up Landon Hoganson. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
1 out. Landon Hoganson waves at the first pitch. Strike 1. Here is a pitch for a ball. 1-1 count. Here's one that gets to the backstop for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning on WJOB 1230 and RegionSports.com. I want to say thanks to Chris Ramirez, Chris Lane, and Nathan Laird at Region Sports Network for letting WJOB use their online audio stream on their website.
Greatly appreciated.
Without their help, we wouldn't be able to bring you all 25 games.
3 balls and 1 strike to Hoganson. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
I guess somebody didn't want all 25 games playing at different times. Here's a walk issued to Logan Hagenson.
First walk of the evening by Martinez. Must have got a piece of pizza caught in my throat.
From Aurelio, good stuff. Zach Vodden, foul tip into the glove of Villarreal for strike 1. Villarreal has a runner on first with 1 out. Swings that one in the dirt. Runner's going to advance to second. No throw from Villarreal. The runner in scoring position for Zach Vodden. Cue up the Roadrunner song for you, Rick.
What was that scored?
I think that would be a wild pitch. Swing and a miss by Vodden. Strike 3. Down for the second out. That's strikeout number 9 for Regal Martinez. Pinch hitter is Ethan Sheffer. First pitch he sees is a ball. I am incorrect. That was strikeout number 10 for Rigo Martinez. Count is that 1 ball and 1 strike for Sheffer. One attempt taken back, ball 2.
Thank you.
This one is the headhunter. Good job by Sheffer ducking out of the way of that one.
3 balls and 1 strike.
Here's the strike. 3-2 count to Sheffer. Full count with 2 outs. Runner on second in the bottom of the 5th inning for Grand Forks, North Dakota. Ball 4. Take your base, Mr. Sheffer.
Second walk of the inning and of the evening for Martinez brings up the top of the order. Brandon Holt, the right fielder. He has the only hit of the evening for Grand Forks, a single to left center. He's 1 for 2 on the evening.
The lefty, 1 for 2. First pitch misses the inner part of the plate for ball 1. Superfan yelling charge. Two balls and no strikes to Holt. Two and 1 count. Go back to first. Risky play, but back at first is Sheffer.
Nice pick by Perrin. Del Rio got that one in the dirt a little bit. Perrin scooped it out.
Count at 2 balls and a strike. Here's one hit into shallow left center. Coming in to mop it up. Bobbles. Going to be a play at the plate. Sliding home safely is the runner, and they advance to second and third. So the walk to get things going earlier comes back to haunt Rigo Martinez.
RBI single for Holt, his second hit of the evening. Goes to second on the throw home.
So Grand Forks, North Dakota gets on the board. It's now 8-1. So every team today has scored a run in the ball games that they've played.
Here comes manager Mayer.
Has clipboard in hand. Talking things over with Rigo Martinez, and he's going to hit the showers. He's done for tonight. Going to have a reliever. That's going to be Liam Ochi. So with runners on second and third in the bottom of the 5th inning, an 8-1 lead for Hammond, Indiana. Coach Mayer pulls out his starter in Rigo Martinez. We'll take a timeout here. Back in 30 seconds on WJOB 1230 and regionsports.com.
Calumet Waste and Recycling offers both commercial and residential 10, 20, 30, and 40-yard roll-off containers. At Calumet Waste and Recycling, we also specialize in demolition, scrap haulers, snow removal. We serve all of Northwest Indiana. We're licensed, bonded, and insured, so you'll get professionalism at its best. Calumet Waste and Recycling is located at 1101 East 139th Street in East Chicago. For more info, call 219-392-0345. That's 219-392-0345. Calumet Waste and Recycling.
I thought T-Rex were distinct, but apparently there's one banging a gong somewhere in a studio. Pitching change on the field right here, and that is Liam Ochi coming in for Rigo Martinez for Hammond, Indiana. They're up 8-1. Coach Mayer wants to keep this one in front. wants to keep the task at hand. Ryan Walsh and Rick Mousel in Game 4 of Day 1. I want to say some more thank yous to the city of Hammond and the Optimist staff. Mayor Thomas M. McDermott Jr., Optimist host president Tim Bell, Doyle Godbolt, executive committee chairman, Deanna Breckelow, administrative secretary, Kevin McCloskey and Joe McDonald taking care of the ground work on the fields and facility. First pitch from Ochi runs inside
to Cole Hansen, 0 for 1 with a line out to the shortstop, and he was hit by a pitch his last time up.
1-0 count. Here's one hit to short, bobbled, but a good play recovering. Throwing the first by Hatfield, side, retired. So a big sigh of relief as 2 are stranded for Grand Forks, North Dakota. We go to the top of the 6th after a 1-minute timeout on WJLB 1230 and RegionSports.com, with the score being 8 for Hammond, Indiana, 1 for Grand Forks, North Dakota.
You have the right to fair housing. Were you refused a housing opportunity because of your race, age, sex, disability, religion, color, national origin, sexual orientation, or because you are pregnant or have children? If so, contact the Hammond Human Relations Commission at 219-853-6502 or email relations@gohammond.com. You can also log on to gohammond.com for more information. And don't forget, you have the right to fair housing.
Since 1985, Briggs Tree Service has provided superior tree maintenance and removal services for all types of residential and commercial businesses.
Briggs Tree Service is a local company based out of Lansing and Munster. We do a lot of tree trimming and tree removal. We also have firewood. Springtime, we generally take care of limbs that are hanging over your house, basic maintenance on your trees, take the branches, haul everything away, and it's all gone.
Call 219-513-0872 or visit BriggsTreeServiceIL.com.
Inning number 6 about to go on WJLB 1230. Hammond Optimist from Hammond, Indiana, up 8-1 over Grand Forks, North Dakota. Javon Morris. First pitch is a strike.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. I only got 3 devices, 4 chargers.
1-1 count now.
Good idea. Chargers ain't cheap.
Here's a little bloop. Pop. Foul down the first base side. 1-2 count.
Morris 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored this evening.
Here's a grounder to the right side. Coming in at second is Baden. Out is the speedy Morris. Pinch hitter coming in for Cameron Hatfield. And that's going to be Alejandro Del Miro. We had so many game notes here. We're covering up our own lineups, Rick.
I know. Probably why we're doing a good job.
We need an assistant, don't we?
Yeah, a tall one.
So Alejandro Del Miro. With 1 out, nobody on base. Late is Alejandro on that fastball. 0-1 count. Here's a grounder to short. Bounces off the glove of Hansen. They're going to give a hit to Alejandro Del Miro.
Second to first.
Second to first was that out made by Javon Morris. And now a single for Alejandro Del Miro.
As the shortstop, let the ball play him instead of playing the ball.
I just play to win the game.
1 ball, no strikes here to Isaac Rosa.
I thought that New York Jets head coach Herm Edwards taught us you play to win the game. Hello?
I'm here.
That's what Herm Edwards said at one time for the Jets. I think it might be the most watched head coaching rant on YouTube.
No, I think Mora in playoffs is the most watched rant.
It's up there. Isaac Rosa.
Or you could have the manager's rant. Lee Elias' infamous eruption.
Who was the one in Kansas City that, was it McRae?
Hal McRae.
Throwing the phone at the reporter?
Yes.
2 balls and 2 strikes. None of that here. Great sportsmanship by all the squads today. There's a jam shot foul down the left field line. That had the distance for a home run, but it just didn't stay straight. That's probably got somebody in a paddling and canoeing over there.
Yeah, we know who that would be.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That one runs inside. Oh, look, WJOB intern for the morning show, Lindsey McDermott, waving a foam finger down there.
I see her.
I believe I did, but let me double check.
3-2 count. Ball 4. Superfan is contagious, getting foam fingers to everybody around here. Now runners on first and second for Hammond.
And Liam Ochi comes to the plate.
The pitcher.
He's 2 for 3 with a run scored this evening. Looks at the first pitch for a called strike.
If you're just joining us, 3 runs in the top of the first, 5 in the top of the fourth for Hammond Optimist. 1 run in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a foul ball, and the catcher, Johnson, makes it and then runs into the fence, but he's all right.
2 men on, 2 men out for Rigo Martinez. 1 for 3 with 1 RBI.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss by Martinez. Quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's one hit to the right side, right to the first baseman on 1 hop. Sweeten gloves it, tags the bag at first. Out is Martinez. Unassisted play right there by the first baseman. Retires the side. It's going to take a big rally, but nothing is impossible in these Cal Ripken World Series games. 7 to tie, 8 to win in walk-off fashion for Grand Forks, North Dakota. Don't go anywhere. Back with the bottom of the 6th inning. Grand Forks, North Dakota down their last 3 outs. Down 8-1 on AM 1230 WJOB and regionsports.com.
It's time to start cooking out on the grill, and Rob's Meat Chop and Deli has awesome cookout specials that can't be beat. Rob's has the freshest choice-cut meats, including Rob kebabs, marinated chicken, steaks, chops, and thick-cut Indiana bacon. Let Rob's Meat Chop and Deli cater your summer party. Check out our catering menu or place your order at 322-8760 or online at robsmeatchop.net. Rob's Meat Chop and Deli is located at 2123 North Winds Drive in Dyer, across from Myers Castle. Open 7 days a week.
Need a good meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Then come on down to the Commander Restaurant in Munster at Ridge and Calumet. The Commander's been owned and operated by the Saronis family for the last 30 years. The wide selection of menu items includes daily specials, fresh seafood, and hand-cut meats. Daily soups are made from scratch, and it's open from 6 a.m. all the way till midnight. Catering is also available, so call Danny or Bobby at 219-836-4009. The Commander Restaurant, Ridge and Calumet in Munster.
It's 9:04. You know where your broadcast team is at?
Nope.
Hammond Optimist Sports Complex on Friday night, August 9th of 2013 for the 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series. Game 4 of the nightcap. Hammond Optimist up 8-1 over Grand Forks, North Dakota. First pitch swinging for Parker Stroh. Ball was dropped down the left field line. And a throwback to first. And an odd play at first after the ball was dropped. And
6-4-3 the put up, a base hit, and then 6-4-3.
It's been a wild day of baseball, and that right there summed up the day. Rick.
That brings up the center fielder, Zach Murphy. 0 for 1, reached down an air, hit by a pitch.
Zach Murphy.
That was only the third hit of the ball game for Grand Forks.
Timeout on the field called. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock for game number 1 on Saturday.
Nice curveball.
Wayne Micka will join me, Ryan Walsh, for game number 1 and game number 2. That's at 10 o'clock and 12:30. Rick Mosses will join me for
game number 3 and game number 4.
3 o'clock and 5:30. I had to think of the game times.
You've been out here too long.
I've got every game time programmed into my head. I sat and looked at it on a wall all week long. Here's a fly out to short. Great play by Hatfield.
Second out of the inning. That brings up Kobe Treaton, who is Grand Forks' last hope.
Down to the last out, down by 7 runs. 8-1 ball game. Hammond, Indiana leading. 3 runs in the top of the first, 5 in the top of the fourth to make it 8 runs. And for Grand Forks, 1 run coming in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch, out. Painting the black is Ochi. Strike 1. Here's ball 1. 1-1 count. Superfan getting everybody riled up. 1-1 count. Check swing. It is no swing. The field down to first base. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a jammer caught by the pitcher, Liam Oshie, and he was actually ducking off of the mound, leaning right into it. And Hammond, Indiana, wins their first game. The host city gets the big W that they were looking for to kick off play here in the 12 and under Cal Ripken World Series opener. 8-1 over Grand Forks, North Dakota. Coach Mayer leads them to victory. Great performance. As Rick gets our final line lined up, I want to say thank you to everybody here that helped get us going on day 1 for these broadcasts. City of Hammond and the Optimist staff. We'll start with Hammond Mayor Thomas M. McDermott Jr. for getting this wonderful tournament with Tim Bell and Doyle Godbolt from the Optimist Club. Tim Bell, the host president. Doyle Godbolt, the executive committee chairman. Deanna Brecala, the administrative secretary. Kevin McCloskey and Joe McDonald, who took care of the groundwork on the fields and the facility. Amy Smith as the banquet ticket person. banquet had over 700 in attendance last night. Rainey McCartney and John Leotis for the preparation of the press box. Corey Bell for hours of painting and cleaning around the facility. The City of Hammond and the Optimist Club of Hammond for funding the tournament. The Optimist Club volunteers who teamed up with the volunteers from Hammond Optimist Youth Sports to make this all work. Let's thank our friends at Region Sports Network, Chris Ramirez, Chris Landon, and Nathan Laird. WJOB thanks them for the Region Sports Network for use of their online audio stream on their website at regionsports.com. I want to thank the WJOB staff tonight. Owner Jim and Alexis Vasquez-Zilo, General Manager Debbie Wargo, Director of Operations Jen Forey, Production Manager Rick Kubik, Sales Manager Pat Renwick, Webmaster Gene. I want to say thanks to our broadcasters earlier on today, Wayne Micka, Mike Zajac, Sam Sapita, Joe O'Rourke. I want to say thanks to my partner tonight, Rick Mossels, and our producer, Larry Kyleman. Rick Mossels has the final stats on the night.
For the Grand Forks Bombers, excuse me, Brandon Holt was 2 for 3. Cole Hansen was 0 for 2. Parker Stroh was 1 for 3. Zach Murphy was 0 for 2. Kobe Tweeten was 0 for 3. Caleb Johnson was 0 for 2. Will Engelson was 0 for 2. Landon Hoganson was 0 for 1 with the run scored. Zach Vodine was 0 for 2. Simon Murphy was 0 for 1. And Ethan Sheffer was officially had no at-bats, but he did walk. The pitching line for Grand Forks, Simon Murphy went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 8 runs, all of them earned, walked 1, struck out 2, had a wild pitch. Landon Hoganson pitched 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. For the visiting victorious Hammond Bulldogs, Isaac Rosa was 0 for 3. Liam Ochi was 2 for 4 with the run. Rigo Martinez 1 for 4 with an RBI. Randall Parent 1 for 3 with the run scored and 2 RBIs and a home run. Daniel Villarreal 1 for 2, a run scored, an RBI and a home run. Nino Barbosa was 2 for 3 with the run scored and a double. Rafael Rios was 0 for 2 with a run scored. Jacob Smith was 1 for 2 with the run scored. Tommy McDermott 0 for 1. Jaron Morris 1 for 3 with the run scored and an RBI. Cameron Hatfield 1 for 2 with the run scored, and Alejandro Del Muro 1 for 1. The pitching line, Rigo Martinez went 4 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He walked 2, hit 2, and struck out 10. Liam Ochi came in and relief through 1 1/3 innings, gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. The final score here is 8-1. 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error for the Hammond squad. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the losing Grand Forks Bombers.
Great job tonight, Rick Mossel. I'll be back with you tomorrow night. Afternoon tomorrow night. We'll play 2 tomorrow together, but I've also got 2 in the morning with Wayne Mecca. Want to remind everybody to come back tomorrow. We'll be back. We have the live programming 6 to 10. Region Bass Buzz, Your Car Guy with Big George. All of that good stuff in the morning, 6 to 10 on WJOB 1230.